eBay is an emotional roller coaster. Reselling can be an emotional roller coaster. Owning a business is an emotional roller coaster. So what do you guys do to reduce that stress? What do you do to stay in the right mindset? And that's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to Flipping and Punching, and today we're going to pull some eBay orders. We're going to talk about the emotional roller coaster that eBay and reselling can be. And I'll give you guys an example. Last week we had the worst week of sales that we've had in several years. And yesterday I sold probably like 12 items, 15 items. I haven't had a day like that in a while. You know, this is the ups and downs that we go through as a reseller, and it can be very difficult, and it could be very detrimental to your business if you don't know how to handle it the proper way. So we're going to talk about how to handle the stress, what to do when your business is an emotional roller coaster, sales are up, sales are down, best ways to look at it, and ways to be successful, because the fourth quarter is right around. You got to be in the right mindset to be successful. Let's just jump into it. Let's pull some eBay orders. First thing we sold is a jersey for the New York Giants. The Giants are in bad shape right now, but it's actually a former player. New York Giants, number 13, Odell Beckham. Had this listed for, I think, like $39.99 or $44.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 29 bucks. 30 bucks is pretty much my cutoff on this thing, so at 29 bucks, I'm not going to go back and forth over a dollar, so we took it. I paid $5 a yard sale for it, so I got $29.99, 29 bucks plus shipping on that. Next time we sold some Disney pins. Now, I've been listing some more Disney pins I have. I'm getting a bunch together because we're going to be starting doing a bunch of whatnots again with Disney pins. I got a bunch of new merchandise, which is great. Let's just say the reselling gods have been shining down on me lately. First one we sold is, it's a dinosaur ice cream cone one right here. Dino-Rama, another dinosaur pin. These are actually Animal Kingdom pins. Apparently dinosaurs are good sellers. Anytime I run them on whatnot, they do well. I just had some booklets of pins, so I was kind of going through, pulling out some ones I thought might have some value. Not going to go through all of them, but just pulling out some to list on eBay to try to maximize some of my profits on these. This one I listed, I think, for like $44.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 35 bucks, and I took it. And then the Dino-Rama, I had it listed for $29.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 20 bucks, and I took it. Now, I just listed these, but the thing is with these, they don't take up a lot of room, but I have $3 a piece into these pins. So if I get any type of fair offer, I'm going to just sell my Disney pins. So if you guys want Disney pins, go to my eBay store. There's a ton of them listed in there, and I am willing to take fair offers on any of them. You know, over the last couple weeks, my eBay sales have been down like 50 to 60% of what they normally are. Part of it is my fault. Part of it is things I can't control. You know, being in Florida, we were just hit with back-to-back hurricanes, and I was in the path of one of the hurricanes, so that definitely hurt sourcing. That definitely hurt my eBay sales. These hurricanes went up the East Coast, billions of dollars of damage. I think one factor we all need to take in consideration, 2/3 of the U.S. population is on the East Coast. Those natural disasters that have caused billions of dollars of damage are going to impact our sales. You know, people are going to have less discretionary income because they're taking care of their houses, they're taking care of other things. Also, too, it's an election year. Election's right around the corner. A lot of people don't like to spend money because they don't know who's going to be in the office. Regardless if you're a Republican, or Democrat, or Independent, that doesn't matter at this point. What does matter, though, is that these are factors that impact our sales. Personal stuff. I had to put my dog down, so I had to take some time off of that, just spend quality time with me and the family for us to grieve a little bit and do other things. And that also impacted because I wasn't listening, doing things. This is why it's so important that I learned that with all these things happening, I had to change up my business model because been very stressed. It's been a very stressful experience for me for the last couple of weeks. Last thing you ever want to do is worry about not being able to pay your bills or worry about not being able to put food on your table for you and your family. That's a scary thing, especially when you have people depending on you. And I have 4 fur babies here. I have a stepson. I have a wife. You know, these are things that a roof, a mortgage, a car payment, like these are things that weigh on your shoulders. So I figured we need to talk about things that we can do to not stress about our business. And one of those things I started doing is I started creating drafts. And, you know, I got in the rhythm of listing a minimum of 10 items per day, but I am creating drafts now to build up a bank because if something does happen again in the future, natural disaster, you know, family issue, I want to make sure I have at least a week or 2 of drafts already sitting there that I can just list. Also, too, that helps me when I have private picks and other things to do to be able to still keep my business listing, keep the algorithm going, and making sure I can get consistent sales on a weekly basis. And I'm starting to see that pay off. Speaking about paying off, we just had a huge sale. This is a 3D emblem shirt. Now, if you guys see Just Brass, this is actually part of the 3D emblem family. This shirt, really cool shirt, Fear the Reaper, Just Brass, 1989. A really good vintage shirt, highly sought after. Had that listed originally for like 300 bucks. I got a lot of watches on it. People were sending me offers between 150 and 200 bucks for it. And I just knew that I could probably get more for it just based on all the messages and all the stuff. Had it up there for a while, wasn't getting any bites, so I ended the listing. I relisted it at $249.99. Buyer, I had a bunch of watches on it, sent off a 5% offer, and ended up selling for $235 plus shipping. I paid, I think, like $3 for that at a yard sale. So that is an amazing pickup, an amazing sale. So that definitely put me in a great mood to get things kicked off in my eBay store. That brings me to my next point though. Don't be afraid to reassess your eBay store. You know, one of the things that I've been doing right now is I had some really hot items that a lot of watches on, and I couldn't figure out why these items weren't selling. And then I did a little bit more research, and I've had a price too high. So that shirt probably could have sold for 300 bucks, but maybe 6 months or a year from now. I wanted that shirt to sell. I want to get my store kicked in. I need the cash flow coming in because cash is king in the reselling industry. Being in garage sale season right now, I need to have that cash flow coming back. So I ended up relisted it and it sold. Next time we sold was a license plate. Landon Lincoln. I've been listing a lot of license plates because I found a big box in my storage. I think I paid like 45 bucks or 60 bucks for a whole box, a massive lot of like vintage license plates. And I've already sold 2 on Whatnot, I think for like 30 bucks or 40 bucks. This one I think I listed for $19.99. Buyer sent me an offer for $12.50, I think, and I took it. Got $12.50 plus shipping. I don't know how many people are looking for an Illinois license plate from 1981. I have multiple ones, so decided just to sell it. Yeah, and one thing you guys do if you guys aren't ending and sell similar, you don't have to do to every single item you have. I ran a sale in my store last week, and I didn't get any bites and stuff, but I got a ton of watchers. And that brought to my attention that, hey, I have a lot of watchers on some of these items and they're not selling. So I started to end sell similar, drop the price on a bunch of them, refresh the listing, and they started to sell. So that was a big step. That was a huge motivation boost for me because when things are selling, I want to list. If things aren't selling, the last thing I want to do is list because you want to return for the time and effort you're putting in. All right, I just got a phone call to come do a private pick. Someone that bought a ton of Disney stuff off of about a year ago just reached out to me and said, hey, we're really to downsize our personal collection. Can you come out today and take a look at what we have? So when you get calls like this and you know these are big deals you made in the past, you drop everything to go. So I'll be back and we'll finish this later. All right, I just got back from this private pick. You guys would not believe some of the stuff I got. I gotta give you guys a short little preview. We're gonna post this video on our Picking and Punching channel here in the next couple weeks. But look at this. These are all Disney Showcase Jim Shore pieces. It's completely packed. I mean, the whole back of my truck is packed too. We got some completely insane pieces. I mean, you guys, make sure you guys watch that video. My adrenaline is flowing right now from this pickup I just did. There is no better high in the entire world than getting like a big score in a private pick. I don't know, man. It makes your entire day better. But let's get back to pulling some orders. Next order we sold is a Metallica shirt. I picked this up when I was went to the Trash or Cash Bash in Orlando. And I went to a yard sale. I found this for $1. This is Metallica. It's on the Pacific Sports tag. This is off their St. Anger tour. Had this listed, I think, for $84.99 or $89.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 70 bucks. I looked at SoComp. SoComp's going anywhere from like 55 to like 85. Had it listed up for like a day. I'll take 70 bucks all day long. So I got pretty much, I'll take $70 all day long because it's in the middle where the comps are. So why turn down money if I have $1 into it? Turn to 70. So that's $70 plus shipping. So we had a weird sale. We had a sale actually on Bonanza. It's actually a coffee canister. Picked this up when I was up in Peaches of Beaches, I think, up in Georgia. We had $1 for this, and I think we got $19.99, but I sold this on Bonanza. If you guys aren't familiar with what Bonanza is, it's a website you can sign up for. It's free to sign up, and they actually import all of your eBay listings to this website. You're not going to get rich off it. Common Picker does own it. So for those who don't know, I get a sale maybe like once a month, once every other month. It's not a big money maker. Sometimes you might get a couple sales out of it, so why not? $19.99 plus shipping. So going back to this private pick, this leads me to the next thing that really help reduce stress you have in your business and stuff is networking. You guys got to be networking. Work with other resellers, work with other people that have massive collections. It is the best way to get new inventory in, especially when sourcing is bad. And I will tell you, nothing's better than having someone call you, say, hey, you want to come buy a big collection? And then you don't have to go sourcing for a week or two. Don't get me wrong, sourcing is the best part, but taking off an extra week or two of sourcing, you can get so much more done for your business. That's why I love doing these private picks. I try to do as many private picks as possible because it's just me. I can negotiate, I can buy in bulk, and also too, you build relationships. The private pick I went to today, that was the third time I bought part of their collection. They were a referral from another private pick I went to, so it's really important when you are doing private picks that you talk to people, let them know what you do, because you never know who may have something that you might want or they want to sell. All right, this next sale is a pretty cool one. This is actually a viewer sale. I had this listed on eBay. This is the Simpsons giant. You can't really see it, but it's a big blanket for the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. I had it listed for, I think, $79.99. I could not find comps anywhere. I think it was a Hot Topic exclusive. I could be mistaken on that, but the only place I saw ever sell was Hot Topic. They were sold out of them. Can't find any comps online. Didn't see any on eBay, so I just threw it up for $79.99. Buyer reached out to me. They're actually a viewer of the channel, and they said, hey, I love watching this with my son. I understand that if you can't accept my offer, but I won't offer $40 for the blanket. I paid $5 for it, and you know what? If it helps her bond with her son, that's more important to me than getting an extra $10-20 off it. Donna, thank you so much for the purchase. I sold this for $40 plus shipping. All right, next time I sold is a jewelry box. This is actually a jewelry box for Chanel. Came from my private pick. There we go, Chanel, you can see it right there. I think I paid like $5 for this. I listed on eBay for $49.99 and buyer bought it outright. So I got $49.99 plus shipping. Now, another thing that I've been doing to help keep me on track, help reduce the stress and make sure I can do a lot, everything I need to do is make a daily list. As you see, like I have a daily list here, like I need to do a flipping video, which I'm doing right now. So that's crossed that off the list. I need to edit my picking video, make some TikToks. I need to cross promote on Vendoo, put away some inventory. I have a stack of hard DVDs on the list. I need to file a claim with a UPS. This video game systems and call Kevin. I already called Kevin. I'm a little picker. Supposed to call him to talk about a Bonanza sale. Next thing we sold is a wrestling DVD. I just pulled this off. I was actually gonna pull this off eBay and put it in a giant lot, but someone bought it. So before I take it down, they did my job for me. This is Evolve. Evolve's no longer in business. Their video library is bought out by WWE. The main event of this one is Chris Hero versus Matt Riddle. I think I had this listed for like $9. Buyer sent me an offer for $6.50. I took it. So $6.50 plus shipping. Came from a massive collection. I had like 25 cents into a DVD. Already made my money back, so this is pure profit. Next time we sold came from Poshmark. I mean, full finger jacket. I think this is it. Yeah, that looks like it. Paid $1 for that in the Fleet Florida. I think I had a list of $35. Buyer sent me an offer for $25 and I took it. So I had $25 plus shipping. I think we sold these Under Armour pants. Yep, these are brand new with tags. We end up listing, I think we got $34.99 plus shipping. Once again, they came on a yard sale pickup. I probably paid $1 or $2 for them. I will tell you right now, I've been selling a lot of fall clothing, which is something that's brand new for me. I have never done that in the past. I do have a lot of clothing I've been listing just because I had been stockpiling it for a while. It's nice to get the extra money coming in. So now I understand why people are clothing sellers that just do specifically clothing. Because you can get clothing in abundance, but you still have to know what you have to pick. Another thing I've been doing to really help reduce the amount of stress I have, because if you focus on what you're selling per day and the amount of money you're selling per day, that can actually get extremely stressful, especially if you have a couple of bad days that week. Take a step back. So what I've been doing now is I've been actually writing down everything I've been listing and the amount of items I've been listing per day, so make sure I'm on point. And then I've been writing down, I've also been keeping track of what I've sold each day. Why do you want to do that? Because let's just say I need to sell, if I had to do $700 per week, trust me, I need a lot more than that, but just use that for number purposes. That's $100 per day I need to sell. If I have one day which I sell something for $200, next day I sell something for $300, and then I have 3 bad days in a row, if I'm just focusing on per day, what I'm selling per day, that can get extremely stressful. So what I like to do is I just write down and then I set a goal for the week. So I have a daily goal and a weekly goal. So those days I get stressed out about having a bad day, take a step back and see how I'm doing my week. Because you're going to have bad days. It happens. It's part of business. And you're going to have really good days. That has been a big thing for me to help me take a step back and relax. If I look at it from a weekly point of view and then also look for my monthly goal, then I can help gauge what I need to list, if I need to focus more on making videos, if I need to focus more on doubling down on listings at that time. It really comes down to how my week is doing, what additional stuff I'm going to do for that week. I take a step from a daily routine into a weekly routine and a monthly goal. It will be a game changer for you and will help probably cut down some of that stress. One of the toughest things about doing a private pick is coming down to a price point for everything. You really need to add up what you think you can resell the items for. Then you really need to find out where you have to be to make your buy. So I'm not gonna tell you guys exactly what I spent on this one because I'll leave that to my picking and punching video, but I did pay up for some of this stuff because there's some really high-end pieces in there that I think I get back a big portion of my money. My general rule of thumb is when I do a private pick, I use what I call the 80-20 rule. I need to get back 80% of my revenue from 20% of those items. So let's just say if I spend $1,000, I would like to get back, $800, $700, $800. a big portion of my money back from a couple of those items. It makes it a lot easier when you do a pick like that, where you have a couple big items in there, because it gets a big chunk of your money. And then that way, if another pick comes up, you have the cash flow coming in. All right, next time we sold is a PS4 game. This is South Park Stick of Truth. This is a great game, by the way. One of my favorite games ever for PS4. It is pretty dirty though, it's pretty extreme. Weirdest thing, I had this listed on eBay for $29.99 and I kept getting offers from Thailand. They would offer me like 25 bucks, 24 bucks, 23 bucks. And then it got to the point where I'm like, they just kept lowballing me, so I just blocked them because they had zero feedback. I thought it was a troll. Then a brand new account reaches out to me again from Thailand. Send me more offers. Want to see more photos. Want to see this. End up blocking that account. Then about an hour later, another Thailand account. Zero feedback. Just brand new account was open that week. Started messaging me about the same game. Weird situation. I just ignored them at that point. Hopefully they go away, which they did. And then someone else bought it for $29.99 plus shipping. This game on Macari, this was actually brand new, sealed. Not the best game, but NECA Sports is like kind of like a Wii Sports type of game. There's tons of games on there. I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the best-selling systems for games is Nintendo Wii. Paid $1 for that, and I ended up getting $9.99 plus shipping. And the last game we sold, this is actually a PS1 game. I don't know, Fantasy Chronicles and Chrono Trigger. You guys ever see Squaresoft? Look up the games. That's a game designer. Squaresoft makes a lot of RPGs. RPGs can bring really good money. If you guys don't know, role-playing games in the video game realm sometimes can bring hundreds of dollars, even thousands. Had that listed for $34.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 27 bucks, and I accepted. So I got $27 plus shipping. I paid like $1 for that on the fleet across Florida. Gonna take my money right now. I'm trying to get the cash flow back in because I just made a private pick last week. Made a private pick on earlier this week for some sports cards, and now I made another private pick today. So I just put out a lot of capital that I need to get back ASAP. We'll pull a couple more orders here. The dogs are getting a little fussy because it is trick-or-treat night and we get a ton of trick-or-treaters in our neighborhood. What's up, Blue? Willow, what's up, baby? We sold a sweatshirt. This is Brothers Osborne. Picked up at a garage sale. I paid $1 or $2 for that. That sold for 35 bucks plus shipping. And then we sold this old Home Depot Tony Stewart Authentics shirt. I had that listed for $29.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 25 bucks. I accepted. 2 more clothing sales. So apparently I'm a clothing sale guy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Next week, I will be going live on Whatnot, and I'll be doing a show on Dibdit with Kevin, the combo picker, and ADH Dave. That's Wednesday night. They're gonna start going live at 4. I'll probably go on live like 5 or 6. So check out Dibdit if you're not. If you guys don't know what it is, it's on the district platform there. I'll put a link down in the description down below here. Hopefully see you guys there. Check it out. If you click on the link and sign up, you get $5 to use them with the upcoming auction. Come hang out with me, Dave, and Kevin. We'll be doing a live show. I think we're selling t-shirts and plush. I got some vintage Disney shirts, some other stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, make sure you guys keep flipping and punching.